Yo, what up guys? Dobot Rigiet. Me, Patrick LeVar, back with another video. In this video, I am reviewing the Rigiet, I think it's Rigiet Gimbal. So, stay tuned. Now, first thing first, this gimbal is a lot smaller than all my other gimbals. Possibly the smallest of all the gimbals compared to the Moza Mini Me. Definitely compared to the Smooth 4. But one thing that I liked about this gimbal, you know, it's typical like all the other gimbals. It has all the modes, but there's a switch instead of a button on this one to change in between, let's see here, lock mode. You know, everything's locked. And if I flip the switch up, your pan tilt mode with the rotation. So that's pretty cool. Let me see if I can, there we go. And another thing, it also does have a joystick. So, and if I center click the joystick, it brings everything back to the default setting. But one thing I do enjoy, it's very easy to put this gimbal in the invert mode. All if I do here, if I go like this, now you're in the portrait mode. Now I have you inverted, which is extremely cool. Bring you down low, get some really cool shots, you know, like that. Then if I bring it back, 1, 2, and you're back. Ooh, there you go. And you're back. Very cool feature. Now the gimbal also does have the 1/4 inch mount in the back, so you can connect it to a tripod, but it sits on the back of the handle. There isn't one on the bottom, which, you know, for me, I really enjoy it, so I can put a tripod and sit it down. But there is one on the back, so you can, you know, deal with it that. The app does have some motion tracking. It does have the time-lapse mode and moving time-lapse, so you can do pretty much all of that. You can start and stop the recording, and there's a toggle switch on the side here too to even get some zooming up and down action. So, you know, pretty much standard for all these new gimbals that are coming out. But again, you know, I use my own software, so I don't really use it too much. But other than that, the motion is very smooth. It's very quiet. You know, I'm really, you know, happy with the, don't make you guys too sick, with the way the motors feel and everything. I haven't had a lens attachment on it. I don't know how strong it is. To me, it doesn't feel like I'll be able to put a lens attachment on it. But, you know, most gimbals I can't. And I think my Moza Mini one is almost so far the strongest out of all the gimbals that I had. So, you know, other than all, it's not that bad of a gimbal. It comes with one single battery that comes in and out for charging, or you can connect it, you know, USB and charge it that way too. So far, the only really negative I have about the gimbal, I'm not using the app it comes with. I tried earlier and I don't like it. I don't really like any of the apps that most of these gimbals come with. But the handle is a little small for my size of hand, my big manly grip hands. It is a little small, but that also contributes to the weight. It keeps the weight down. It's fairly smooth. I'm just walking. I'm not doing a special gimbal walk. I'm just walking generally. So I think that's cool. The only thing I don't like, it's a little sensitive. As far as if I barely turn, you see you get a little bit of motion here. You might be able to adjust that in the app if you check that out. I haven't really dug in deep into the app because I don't use the apps. I always use Filmic Pro when I'm using the gimbals. So that's probably about really the only complaint I have it. But there's one other thing that I was quite surprised that this gimbal came with. Let's head to the house so I can show you that. I'm not a big fan of unboxings, but I will show you quickly everything this thing comes with. It comes with this like screw here, which I thought was pretty cool. You can screw this into the back of the gimbal here, and then you basically will have like a lander on it so you don't drop it, which may come in handy sometimes. I've used it a couple of times in some of my other gimbals, but this was something very cool. I've kind of made my own and had to, you know, nitpick some other pieces from other, but this is cool. You get one of these. Of course, your charging cable. Fantastic case. Looks familiar, huh? Cool little, you know, also another little lanyard strap to go onto the case here, which is also very cool. And what I really thought was super cool and was a big star plus for me with this gimbal was this bracket here that can connect onto the gimbal, slides in here, and I can put like an action cam in here. That is fantastic, guys. So again, if you own an, you know, a GoPro or some type of action cam, and if it fits in here, you can do that. I mean, that's cool. You buy the gimbal and you can basically use your phone and your action cam in the same two gimbals. Most of the other gimbals, you have to buy this separately, or it's in a, you know, in a type of add-on accessory. But I thought that was very cool. The instruction manual probably is the best instruction manual I have came across in any gimbal. Very thorough and absolutely fantastic. So definitely something cool. But I'm gonna see if I can get my my WeMuse action cam mounted into this thing here, and let's see how that turns out. Got it totally connected up. Hang on, they're all connected up. Very cool, very cool. The only issue I always have using gimbals with the action cam is it's so wide that a lot of times it picks up the, hang on, let me put you guys down for a second. It always tends to pick up this corner of the gimbal. It happens a lot of times, even when I'm using my Smooth 4 and my camera, sometimes it might just pick up the edge of the gimbal. But you know, I still think this is a very cool gimbal that actually comes with this attachment, which is very cool, and I probably be using this to use with my action cam, because I rarely use my action cam with the gimbal because I always have to modify it in some way to rig. So this is going to be, I think this may just be my new WeMuse action cam gimbal. Because of this, I'm really excited about this, and it's gonna really help me to, you know, get some other cool shots using extremely wide lenses with the action cam. So fantastic, 4 stars for the Rigiet, the Rigiet, sorry, widget, I keep the Rigiet, Rigiet gimbal. I think that's a fantastic, guys. Definitely check this gimbal out. So guys, my final thoughts. This is a very cool gimbal. It's going to run you about $100. But what I think that was really cool about the gimbal, one, again, it has a joystick. I do like the toggle switches here for the modes versus the button, which is cool. It has its own app. You can check that out. There's many other reviews that show the app. You know me, I use my own apps. One other thing I wanted to say I liked here was it's got these markings here, super fantastic as far as, you know, getting it balanced and things like that. But the star feature for me was that the fact that it came with this to connect an action cam to it. Super fantastic. I will probably be dedicating this to my WeMuse action cam. This would probably be my action cam gimbal. It comes with lots of accessories. You know, it comes with the case. So if you're looking for a gimbal and it's in about, you want to spend about $100, definitely want to take a look at this gimbal, guys. I have all their information down in the description below, and they'll also have they'll send me a little link to hook you guys up with a couple bucks off. Definitely check that out. It might be time sensitive. So enough of my jibber jabber. This is Patrick LeVar. Remember, I hate saying subscribe, like, share the video if you might find somebody who's in the market for a gimbal, and I will catch you guys in the next video. This is Patrick LeVar. Stay safe and keep filming. Peace.